howdy, hey, folks. I am bored this morning, so we are just chatting. Uh, I've kind of left this as just like, just come talk and whatever. But because I have a hard time just sitting here doing nothing with my hands, I'm actually hopping down over this scene and I'm gonna cross stitch because I like cross stitching. I do have some like of my BGM still continue to play, so that's the audio that's playing. Is just the BGM. Um, but this is sort of just open. Like people ask me questions, talk to me. Hello, yes, I know. This is unscheduled. I don't care. You did release me from my continue like limitations of stream, so this is your fault for releasing me. um, I guess to start, I'll just kind of explain what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of getting my cross stitch set up, because I've got these lovely threads. Like these are my threads. This is how many different colors I have. Is 29 different colors. I'm gonna like continue to be looking down, so I'm not closing my eyes. I'm just looking down. I am free, yes. I'm very glad that I am free. Yep. So got that. This is my current project. It's a beautiful little project. Doing my best to like show you guys as much of it as I can. But it is kind of hard to show all of it. One thing that I can show off, while we're here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. My latest finishing project. It's a snake. It's Slytherin. My husband got me a bunch of cross stitches for Christmas, and some of them are like these Hogwarts themed. The one I'm currently working on is Hufflepuff. So it's a snake. It's a boop. It's a boop snoot. Yep. And once upon a time looked like this. Now it doesn't. Yep. Alright, what color do I need? I should finish up the other one. Alright. So, I guess not many people know exactly how cross-stitching works. It's like paint by number, except with thread. This one is very much paint by number because it's a printed cross-stitch. Majority of the cross-stitches I've done are counted, which I think counted is actually harder to do. Because printed cross-stitch, as the name suggests, actually has the pattern printed on the fabric already. Meaning, this is just, like my patterns here, I don't have to count anything out, blah blah blah. Counted cross stitch is the exact opposite. It is a plain piece of fabric that you're counting out the entire piece for. And again, that's usually what I do, but I have printed cross stitches right now, so that's what I'm utilizing. I will continue talking about my cross stitch until someone else gives me another topic to derail, probably. I have these lovely little cards that I've got, and I wrote all the colors down. So, that's how I know what color to use. The colors, I technically know, they're hidden underneath this. And I'm too lazy to open it up every time I'm trying to find a new color. So, I just wrote it all down. This particular piece, I just need 3 threads. Let me break away 3. There we go. I've been cross-stitching for about, I think, close to a decade at this point. I started doing it one day because I watched my mom do it. So I was like, oh, that's pretty, I want to learn. And she was like, yeah, let me get you some. And so I got some from my mother. This is always a fun bit. Oh, shoot, I missed. Hang on. I know, so unsanitary, licking my strings. I don't care, I'm the only one using it. It's fine, it's whatever. Alright, oh crap, that's loose. Let me... Ah! I'm trying to finish up this edge so I can better secure it because it is not very secure. It makes me nervous. Oh, I should do that. That way you can see more of what I'm doing. So when I cross stitch, I only pay attention to the front. I know some people have to like actually lift it up behind and pay attention, but I guess what I will show how I do my knots, because I don't tie knots. What I do, I'll turn it over so you can see, is I take the threads, so I brought it through, and I actually will intentionally like tuck it underneath itself. So I'm literally using the pressure of the other threads to keep it from pulling through. And I'll just sit here and I'll hold it for the first little bit. Oh shoot, I pulled it through. It's because it knotted. The stupid string knotted. But yeah. There we go. Yeah, let me start that again. There we go. There we go. Okay. I tend to confuse myself when I look at the back because I'm used to not looking at it. I just feel with my hands where to go. I've been told I have very good eye-hand coordination when it comes to crafts. You get me in sports, this is bad. It's bad. I'm not very good at sports. Except for volleyball. I'm half good. I'm half good for the point of I'm not terrible. But I know people who are so much better at volleyball than I am. It's... Yeah. If I play volleyball, it's just for kicks and giggles. That's about it. I only play for kicks and giggles. I don't do it anything else. I personally hate sports that involve running. I hate running. Running is no fun to me. Do I like hikes? Absolutely. Will I go on them? Yes. But will I go on a run? No. No. I know. Blow my nose. It's heckin' snowing over here. Ugh. The hecking snow is cold, and I hate it. I hate that it's cold. Alright, going, because I'm done with the thread. We're gonna tuck it. I try my best to tie the least amount of knots as possible in the backs of my cross stitches. Mostly because it leaves a bunch of bumps that prevents it from laying flat when I eventually frame it. Keyword is eventually. I have like 13 different cross stitches I need to get framed, but I don't have frames. I just haven't yet. The problem is in order to frame a cross stitch properly, what you have to do is you have to first stretch it out so that it is 100% out, like it lays flat and everything, and then you go and you get a frame for it, especially if it's a larger frame. That's so that the cross stitch doesn't bunch. Here's my little trick if I'm starting a single and not a train. Okay, so I have a love-hate with snow. I like snow, but I like to play in it occasionally, but I don't like snow constantly. I refuse to bike in snow. So I says, like, again, love hate with snow. I love snow because I love to play in it, and I love having snow days where I play in the snow and it's all fun. We go sledding, make snow angels, all of that. But I don't like the constant snow. I get to a point where I'm like, I'm done with the snow. Please give me warmth. I want to go sit in the sunlight. I don't know. Running just seems a lot of the times like a pointless exercise for me to do. Like, you can get about the same amount of exercise with running and walking. But one is just less tiring overall. So I prefer to walk or maybe half jog if I really feel like it. But yeah, I don't like running. I'd rather not, beyond belief. Also, I applaud those that are brave enough to bike in the snow. I am not one of those people. Hang on. Let me tighten the screw down and prevent the camera from moving so much. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Weather's crazy, honestly. Especially with magics involved. Then it just gets even weirder. On a Nora, magic can be fine. But when you start throwing magic in the mix, snow biking to pay for the project, lol. Yeah, Isa said, I applaud those that are brave enough to bike in snow. I am not. 2 reasons. 1, it's cold. And 2, that is dangerous. Because like with motorcycles, like in bad weather, you have less contact on the surface. Meaning it is far more likely for you to spin out and everything. Not to mention you're a much smaller target and harder to see. So you're easier to hit. Yeah. It's a little funny like that. Oh, lovely cross stitch. This is how I usually spend my time. Cross stitching all the time. Can I cross stitch? So something that I found out, like talking with other people who've cross stitched before, is I see so often that they actually have to turn their project, like flip it over in order to see the back, to actually know what they're doing. And I'm like, I don't do that. I don't. I just feel. Like, I have my one hand is back where my project is, like where my needle goes in and out. So have I stabbed myself with my needle 100 times? Yes, I have. Am I fine though? Yes, I am, because cross-stitch needles are blunt. Meaning it's a poke, not a stab. Which is quite nice. I'm rather liking the fact that it's here. Okay, come on, cross stitch, you can do it. Gib, give me that needle. I don't know why it doesn't want to give me the needle. Okay. Come on. Yeah. I have way too much fun cross stitching. I usually will make cross stitches for myself, like for the sole purpose of I'm bored, I want to cross stitch, so I'm gonna cross stitch. So that's just sort of what I've been doing. And I very rarely make a cross stitch for someone or as like a gift. I just don't. Mostly because cross stitches take forever, and if I'm going to make it as a project, I have to decide, depending on how big the piece is, either a month or like 5 in advance. Possibly even a year, which is why I don't usually do cross stitches as gifts. So for those that I have given a gift to as a cross stitch, you're welcome. That was plotted out early. I made the mistake once of not plotting it out early, and the present was a year late. I was very sad about that. I just remembered a project that is late, but I have to get it framed first. Heck it! Whoops. Object permanence, let's go. But then again, a lot of things have just been going down lately, so I don't blame my scatterbrained. I am really scatterbrained, actually. That is quite me. I just don't think well. Yep, if I've got like one square, I tuck the threads in via the other threads to hold it in place. Because that prevents a knot. Yeah. Ah! I stabbed my monitor. Whoops. Whoopsie! We're good. It's fine. We're fine. No issues. The monitor is fine. It's fine. It's fine. I just forgot the monitor was there, so I kind of stabbed it. And if it makes you feel better, what I mean by I stabbed it, it means I went with my needle this way towards the monitor, but I've made the habit of actually putting my finger by the tip so I don't stab people accidentally. So, correction, I stabbed the monitor with my finger, not the needle. Feel better, manager. Let me just give my manager a slight heart attack about this. Whoopsie doopsie. Yeah. Nah. There we go. Toxic. Oh my gosh. Come here, strings! There we go. I love my tiny scissors. Or my tiny scissors. I love them. These are my particular thread scissors. They are only used to cut thread. Because anyone else uses that for anything else and I stab them. Because that would be a crime. I'm gonna just put that on the magnet. Put that there. Do I need that one or do I need the other one? Wait, hang on. I need probably the blue dashes. Yeah, that's on the other one. What's really fun, because this is embroidery floss, it actually, every floss has a color number, you know, like most things do. And those got started because back when you weren't buying kits, you were buying a pattern, the fabric, and the threads all separate. Now you can just buy the kit that has everything together. But because of that, I have my cross stitches set up like this from kits, usually. If I have the pattern itself, I just have like these little spools that I use, that I wrap the threads on. What am I looking for? Blue dashi. Blue dashi, number 9. See, I can't utilize the paper pattern that I have for this. I can show you why. Can't utilize paper pattern. Because here's what it's going to look like. So cute and everything. These are the colors. But if I can get it close. See, it's kind of unfocused. See how it says Z there for like the forehead? That's this. The symbols are different on the paper pattern, so I can't utilize the paper pattern for what to do. Yeah. It's here. Here we go. Wait. Did I already split it? Did I? No. That's the wrong threads. Hang on. These need to get put away. These didn't. Look over. See threads. I did not pull those threads off. This is the other color. Oopsie. Yeah. There's like a kind of a flash across the bottom of the screen. That's just the camera being weird that I'm utilizing to see the cross stitch. Yeah. Let me put this on here. There we go. There's that. Okay. How many threads are here? 3. I already split this. Let me grab. I grabbed blue dashi. Yes, I did grab blue dashi. Now, one thing that I will say when it comes to counted cross stitch versus printed cross stitch is it is so much easier uncounted to mess up. Because I have so many mistakes across my counted cross stitches that I've had to work around because, again, it's me who's counting it out. So I'm prone to mistakes because I'm not perfect, not in cross stitching. Excuse you, string. You're not supposed to do that. But, right. Let me just grab it. There we go. But with printed, the pattern's here, so I usually don't mess up. Though you have to be, like, infinitely more careful with printed cross-stitch to not get it wet. Because the pattern actually comes off in water. That's how you clean it off so that you can frame it without the pattern bleeding through underneath. Is you have to get it wet with water. Like cold water. And you clean it off. But oh, every time I've gotten them wet and this pattern starts to bleed, I cry inside. I cry. Very much so. Okay, here we go. That's my alarm. Normally I'm asleep about this time and I'm waking up now. So that's my alarm to wake up. Yeah, it's fine. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Once I can get into like a groove, I can actually get a lot done on a cross stitch in very little time. Because more often than not, like when I'm doing crafts and stuff, I'm doing like a diamond art or cross stitch or whatever. I goofed. Strings poking up and it's making it hard to see what I'm doing. So we'll just kind of go around. Look at that. It's no longer a problem. I don't know well how everyone can see to that. That way you can see better what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't plan on sitting here for very long just because I was bored and I'm like, yeah, let's just chat and everything. But yeah. For often not, if I'm doing a just chatting stream, this is what I'm doing. We're just talking about random stuff, about what's going on. And I will have cross-stitching up so everyone can see what I'm doing while we're just chatting. Yeah. Because, I kid you not, my hands have to be doing something. So I cross-stitch. Lol. things I haven't shown are shiny. Well, except maybe my scissors. But that's catching the light. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really going to show a lot of shiny stuff on here. The shiniest is going to be my scissors. But they are mostly here just for trimming my threads and will be on very carefully. Alright, hang on. There we go. The fact that this isn't pulled tight and it's slowly falling out of this makes me sad. But I have to do it because I have to get this side done and then I can kind of cover it with this and then it doesn't come out. Also makes it harder to get out because it is got the threads to help hold it in. Also does two things. It helps keep it in, and two, I can see the whole thing in one go instead of having to move it. I kind of started on this side, and then I realized I should do this side, and then just fill in the middle. Any new stories? Let's see. What's a story? So here's a funny thing. I'll have to kind of do this on stream, but it'll be more like everyone just listening. So I've talked about my 3 cats, Angel, Baby, and Snickers. My 3 little girls, beautiful and perfect, all of them. Even though Anger is very angry and everything. So making sure I'm looking this way. Again, but it's fine. So what's funny is I actually trim their claws because you don't declaw a cat. That is our main form of, defense. You don't declaw kitties because it's rude, in my opinion. This is my opinion. You can defer your opinion, but this is mine. As a cat, I say no. But all of my girls. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Baby is an addict. Snickers is technically a treat addict. She definitely is. But continuing my story about, with me trimming their claws. So I trim their claws every couple of weeks so that they aren't super pokey and they don't just destroy my furniture and everything. And what ends up happening also so that when they climb on you they don't claw you to death. But what's funny is despite the fact I have been trimming Angel's claws myself, I have been trimming her claws since she was a 5-month-old kitten. She's 6 years old. She still gives me grief. In order to trim her claws, I have to wrap her up in a blanket and just sort of hold her. It's kind of like you're getting this done and you can't do anything about it. I have tried to trim her claws without the blanket and she's like, no, I'm going to try to bite you now. And I'm like, okay, you're getting the blanket again. You've lost non-blanket privileges. So, but what's really funny, and there's a point to all this, is the fact that Angel sounds like you're trying to kill her. Because when I trim their claws, I also brush them to, keep the fur down. Mostly hairballs. But if I'm brushing Angel inside, she sounds like you're trying to kill her. She's complaining, she's biting, she's yowling at you. She's as loud as she can be, and it takes 2 people to brush her inside. Trim her claws? No, I can do that single-handedly. To brush her? No, you need 2 people. And she really sounds like she's trying to kill you. And, But, like, what's really funny, though, like, with Angel outside, like, if I brush her outside, I distract her with all of the grass, and all of a sudden, she can be brushed without a problem. And it's so weird. Baby and Snickers, however, you can easily trim them and brush them with one person. It's just easier with two. But it's so funny, the fact that Angel sounds like you're trying to murder her. And I'm like, we're not. I promise. We're not. We're just trying to stop hairballs. We really are. Yeah, I was reminded of that because we trimmed Claus yesterday. Yeah, Angel said like she was trying to die. She's a drama queen. I will put that out there. She's a drama queen. She likes things done her way and not anything else. Which is fine. It's all fine. Where's my needle? There it is. I lost my needle momentarily. You know, for someone who does any kind of needlework or sewing, the phrase you never want to hear them say is, I've lost my needle. Because, whoops, I hit the camera. Because if they've lost their needle, there's a chance they're going to find said needle with your foot. And that's never fun. I don't think anyone likes to get surprised. You're stabbed in the foot with the needle. Have fun, thank you. You die now. Of pain. Have I lost my needles ever before? Yes. And have I been finding needles everywhere? Also, yes. But it's fine. I'm actually really good about keeping my needles together. I have this little metal container. This is a magnet in the back, so I just put all of my needles there. And I just have the lid closed whenever I'm not cross-stitching. And it just kind of keeps everything together. Okay, hang on. There we go. Yeah. What's really, really cute when we brush Snickers, because Snickers is the fluffiest cat we have. Like, she has the fluffiest tails, the fluffiest fur, but she's also the skinniest. So she's all fluff. Her entire size is fluff. When you brush Snickers, she will meow and be like, hey, I'm cute, don't brush me, please, I don't want it. And we go, but you have to be brushed. Because you're very fluffy, and you're like half the hairballs in this house by yourself. And I don't want to deal with those. They're a pain to clean. Mostly because they're annoying, and I don't like finding hairballs at 2 in the morning. When your brain randomly goes, you can't sleep, and I go, oh, lovely. And then you're like, hey, now you, 1, can't sleep, and 2, you just found a hairball with your foot. It's gross. Yeah. And I'm working on, like, little areas, so there's a lot of flipping of the fabric. Because I hate strings reaching. I've had to put a chapstick and all the cat hairs to my lips. Are you saying you've had to put on chapstick and then all of a sudden there's cat hair all over? Yeah, I've done that a lot. And then you just have cat hair on your lips. I am desensitized to that, but to people visiting who aren't, sorry. Well, I guess I like a sorry, not sorry kind of deal, because you're the guys who, you decided to come over, and you all know I have cats. Who are just absolutely sweet. Even anger can be sweet. Like, yesterday, I kid you not, she was just sitting on my lap, constantly and being like, attention, oh, you're sitting down? Okay, I'm gonna come sit on you because I don't want to be alone. Sometimes she just gets into these super clingy moods and you're just like, okay, cat, where do you think I'm going? Like, where do you think I'm going, cat? I'm not going anywhere. I don't go many places. Yeah. What's pretty great about this is I can actually listen to random music while I'm cross-stitching, and y'all have no idea what I'm listening to. It's funny. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm listening to right now. It's just something random in my ears. It's just something that's developed in my brain is Fansa on loop. I've done that. Currently, that is not what I'm listening to. What am I listening to? Where them girls at? Why is that up? I don't know. I have a favorite place. Actually, yes. There's this mountain I like. I really like it because, one, it's away from everything. And I have climbed that mountain a lot. And there's actually a really pretty waterfall. It's kind of hidden in the mountain, and I truly love going there. Just because, like, it's so just peaceful, just because, like, you hear the water rushing, and because of where the waterfall sits, you can't really see everything around. So it's just the waterfall, just the local plant life and everything, and you're, like, feeling like you're in your own little world. There's nothing else around. Nothing matters but just this place. It's way fun. It's not a big waterfall, it's a tiny one, but it's still pretty. So yeah, I would definitely say that's probably one of my favorite places. What's really funny though is me and friend C, as I've mentioned before, have hiked there more than once. Just for kicks and giggles, and also for kicks and giggles, we've hiked in the river leading from the waterfall. Because we could. And why not? And here's the thing though, these would be like spur of the moment, like hikes. So I'm in jeans and tennis shoes on these hikes, or I'm hiking in my flip-flops and shorts. There was no planning. We just went. We do that a lot, actually. We just go, hey, we should go on a random hike. Go to this random place. And we just go. And more often than not, there was no planning involved, and we just showed up. There's a river we've done that to before, except now, usually when we go to it, we actually make a conscious effort to be, hey, we should make sure we're wearing, like, shoes we can get wet and not our jeans so that we're not soaking for the next 5 hours. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. I feel very proud of myself that I've managed to infect people with the wanting of cross-stitching. Because I kid you not, embroidery, like, cross-stitching is, like, slowly disappearing, and it makes me like, I am camera. Dear camera, you don't have to do that. My camera's glitching. Apologies. I don't know what it's doing. Yep. Oh, hang on. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. Okay. My brain just totally forgot for a hot minute that I was live, and I was like, oh look, we're cross-stitching, listening to music, and I go, wait. No, we're not. We're live. Me and my short-term memory problems. It's a real issue some days. It really is an issue. Teehee. Oh dear camera, why are you glitching? Why? You're fine. I don't know what it's doing. The camera shouldn't be having this much issue, but it is. And I don't know why. I don't understand technology. It's just struggling, I guess. It's just like a tiny camera. It's not very big. But it's fine. It's fine. It works. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on. There we go. Oh my gosh. My dear brain. My dear brain. Why do you do this to me? Oh, hang on. Gotta stretch. I can only have my elbows bent for so long with cross-stitching because with how I cross-stitch, my elbows sit bent and it goes, oh. I heard Angel just hiss at someone. Who's either one of the girls? It's probably the girls, actually. If I were to guess, probably Baby. Ganbate Camera-san. I know I butchered that. I said I have a hard time reading aloud in English. I cannot read in other languages very well. You know, it's like when you have a song where it's like like the overall point. Are you saying I have a garbage camera? Oof, sadness. Oh, the pronunciation was bad, yeah. As I said, I butchered it. I did butcher it. That's fine though. Yeah. I was about to say something. You could look up... Wait. You could look it up. GIF you want. Are you saying I could look up a GIF or something? Is that a GIF? I know I say GIF. Some people say GIF and I don't freaking care. It's a G. It's a GIF. Baby! Did you find a mouse? Did you find a mouse? Meow? Did you find a mouse, baby? Come here, baby. Don't you want attention? I can't give you attention from all the way over there. There we go. There we go, baby. I hide scratches. She's very needy for attention. Very, very needy. She's a little strange, I will admit that. Put into Google Translate and push speak to look up if you want. Maybe I'll do that. Now I'm very curious. From what I've heard of Google Translate, it is not the, most reliable thing in the world to utilize, but we are going to utilize it because we can. Okay. Google Translate. Oh, we're not going Spanish. We're going from Japanese. Paste. Copy and paste into Google Translate. It translates to good luck, Camilla? What? Okay, that... What? Damba... Kamara-san. Yeah, I got the Kamara-san. Yeah, I figured it was wrong. Ganbat? Ganbat? Ganbat Kamara-san. Okay. Okay. You're telling my camera good luck? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing? You're trying to tell my camera good luck? It needs it. It really does. Yeah, no. I don't trust Google Translate for complete translations. Yeah. See, when languages have nuances, it's really hard to actually have it be. So, yeah. Because, like, yes, you could have something read out the text, but sometimes translations are lost via how something is said. Things like Google Translate are not always the greatest, especially when something is dipping into a little bit of everything. It's hard to specialize. Ganbat? Whatever that says. Again, I don't know what it means. It just is the words. As Star has said, it is line speak. I don't know it. Yeah. I don't speak line speak is what Star says, but it is read the earlier message. I'm not sure which message you want me to read. That's the problem. I don't know. Sometimes things are weird. It's funny. It's like I've actually heard that means to do your best. Fight. Yes, do your best, camera. It's actually not a bad camera, it's just not the greatest one out there. But it works for what I need, which is just to show off the cross stitch. So, I've probably been cross-stitching, as I think I said earlier, like for close to a decade at this point, or just over a decade, around that time frame. And I've been, like, I've done so much, like so many cross-stitches, and I've got so many things going, that it's like, I've developed a whole system through trial and error, which is how I've learned to go. Hi! I'm here talking about cross-stitching, but go ahead and derail my conversation. We're just chatting this morning. How are you doing? Yep, I just have my BGM playing in the background. That's the audio everyone's hearing. Kind of fill in the I'm not totally talking every minute of every second, because I'd lose my voice if I did that. Yep, this is a just chatting stream officially, because I was bored this morning. Honestly, I've been using talking about my cross-stitching as a filler. But this is my current project. This is current project. It's beautiful. It's a printed cross stitch, which means the pattern's already here. And I'm just trying to work on it to get it going. Yeah, I can get into a rant when it comes to cross-stitching. I know I can. But, as I said before, it's kind of using it as I need to mark where I'm going to try and figure out what I'm doing. And I thought if I'm doing a just chatting stream, I'm going to cross-stitch because I will be bored if I don't. And if I'm cross-stitching, I might as well show y'all what I'm doing. So yeah. That's why we're cross-stitching. But anyways, how are you this morning? I'm doing wonderful myself. I actually got like 6 hours of sleep, which is a lot for me. I normally don't. So I'm like, I'm wide awake. Yeah. Sadness. No talking. It's afternoon here and I'm struggling to stay awake. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. I know that struggle. I actually got sent home once when I was trying to stay awake. It was bad. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I hate it when it's like you're struggling to stay awake and you're just like, this is so boring. I want to sleep or just do something. It doesn't always work. Okay. Just had to take a drink. Oh my gosh. So, how other than, you know, like trying to stay awake at work, how's work been going for you? Like, is it going good? I hope work's been going good, because good work for you means money for you. And money means survival. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we will kind of talk when he can. He's at work. Oh, there goes my phone. Silence phone. Do I have anything I want to announce? Oh, yeah. So I have a friend. We've been calling her friend C. She has a name. We will announce her name later. Who loves horror games. Oh, it's a slow day, so you talk a lot. Cool. But friend C, she loves horror games, and I am scared of horror games. I mean, you've seen me get jump scared by Minecraft, so I very much will get jump scared by horror games. I'm planning on doing those, like, afternoons here, which I'm not sure exactly how it would affect on time differences for you. Because I'd be doing it like 6 p.m. like Mountain Daylight Time, so however much of a time difference that is. Yeah, I actually have Minecraft a little later this morning. In like hour and a half. I'll be doing Minecraft again. Yeah, I get jump scared by Minecraft, but my friend, as I said, she is a connoisseur of horror games. She finds them very entertaining. So we're gonna be planning where she's gonna come and she's going to stream with me and and metaphorically hold my hand and maybe sometimes literally hold my hand while I play the games because I'm gonna be scared. We're going to ease me into it because she knows some good one. I know the first one that we're wanting to do is Bendy the Ink Machine. It's not officially on my schedule on Twitch yet, because I haven't updated it. Yeah. Honestly, can Google time zones. Time zone differences. Yeah. Oh. So said, the first one that we're planning is Bending the Ink Machine. Because I've heard about that one, and I know it's not the worst out there. It's kind of like light horror. But she has other horror games that I know are going to be bad. And I recently got one called Little Nightmares that I know of, and I've seen bits and pieces of different walkthroughs. But not enough to know where all the jump scares are. Or what to do. And I plan on playing that one too. I'm excited, but I'm not. I'm not super excited for the whole, hey, let's, get scared. Oh, you probably has it right, but if Insomnia has me, then I'll tune in. Oof. Insomnia sucks. It was funny. I can do horror games. I love watching people play and get scared, but I... Yes. Yes. So, what's really funny is what probably is my introduction to full-on jump scares is a game that I played. I still kind of play it. It's Luigi's Mansion, the first game. So on the GameCube, Luigi's Mansion, because randomly in that game, ghosts will appear and jump scare you. But I've played that game so much, I'm totally desensitized to all of the ghosts. So that one doesn't really scare me much anymore. And I'm like... It really got me when I was little. All of those. And I'm like... It's gonna get so much worse. And I know one game that my friend wants me to play is Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not excited! But I'll do it. I'll do it. Like, it'll have me scared, but I'll do it. It was something funny that I've realized with me when it comes to, like, horror games. Is I am a scared while I'm smiling. Like, when I'm terrified, like, I'm like sitting there like wide-eyed smile, like, aha, let's smile through the pain. Let's smile and make me feel better, even though I don't feel better. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm actually excited to play horror games because I have played horror games before with friend C, and she can give interesting commentary to things and absolutely delights in it. And delights in my pain. She's a great friend though. We love her. I had to blow my nose. It's too heckin' cold over here! Stupid ice wizards. But yeah. Yeah, so be on the lookout for when I have adjusted my schedule to have evening. I have a couple days where I'll be having evening streams, and one of those days will be more often than not a horror game. I am very much. These are my fabrics, my thread scissors. It'll be great context for clips. I know Oyume had way too much fun clipping when we played Viscera Cleanup Detail on Friday. because my game kept glitching. So he was just like clipping so many things that were just going wrong on my screen that I'm pretty sure we're not going wrong on anyone else's. I will admit though, one of my favorite clips was the elevator party. Well, I know, not elevator, airlock party. Because we were on a space station, and to get rid of our stuff, we stuck it in the airlock to get rid of all the garbage and everything. And I was just walking past it with buckets of water, and I just look over and I'm seeing everything is just going in a circle. Gravity's on, and everything's going in a giant circle, and I'm like, I'm going to vent the airlock because they're having a party and they're possessed by the dead spirits of this place because everyone died. Which is the whole point of Viscera cleanup details. Everyone's dead and you have to just clean up everything. That's your job. Which is great. Alright, come now, strings. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Yeah. I have a feeling when I do play some horror games, is I'm gonna get clipped so often. That is gonna be ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I have a big question for you, Decay. Do you have any questions about me? Anything you want to know? Any thoughts that have come while watching my streams? Because I want something to go on a tangent about, and random topics is a great tangent. It could be anything. Oh, the camera got hit. Hang on. There we go. I keep hitting the camera with the cross stitch. It's too funny. No, I should probably change strings. Yes. Not particularly. Most of the times, I'm head empty until you scream and then I do back in. Honestly, fair. Fair. That's honestly how I think a lot of people's heads work, is there's nothing there until all of a sudden something loud catches your attention. Is that black? No, I need blue. I need the blue string. Honestly, we've been going pretty good. We have discovered a very popular game that people have liked, which is King of the Castle. People really like it. I definitely want to play more of it. I know, like, Thursday afternoons is when I'll be playing it. Like, consistently. Like, that'll always be my Thursday afternoon streams. I might do random streams of King of the Castle, but you have to have a minimum 3 people in chat to play. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I know. We've been trying to get everything set up for Samuel Morningstar to debut so he can start streaming instead of just showing up and like guest starring on people's streams. He can do his own. But we've been having issues. Technical issues on so many fronts. Which I think is funny. And again, I can't fix the technical problems. Excuse me, clip. I don't understand technology half the time. So I don't know how to fix. Yep. I totally missed Star's stream when he was playing the Fox game on Saturday. Mostly because my phone does not like watching Twitch streams. It doesn't. Oh, the camera glitching? Yeah, I know, my camera glitches. Or my phone. No! Well, Star will be playing more King of the Castle, like, pretty often. I don't know if he's officially put it in his schedule. Yeah, it's kind of loose. Terrible internet over here. Also, don't worry about the camera. It just glitches. It's trying its best. But like on my phone and Twitch, for some reason they don't get along. And so I missed his stream with the fox. And I felt kind of bad. But I had a much needed cuddle pile underneath my pile of stuffed animals. I have a lot. I like them. They're soft. I like soft things. Like soft blankets, soft stuffed animals, all of that. Honestly, for King of the Castle though, would recommend joining if possible. Because it is very fun. A lot happens really fast. Though Star will admit that he actually won his thing. Which is great! King won. I'm excited to see what happens next time with Star. Oh, I just realized you can't see me. There we go. Yeah. Boop-a-doo. Let me... Hang on. I'll get that later. Oh boy. Oh, we have Minecraft in an hour. Almost. I'm excited. Do I know what I'm doing right now? No. For the most part, probably just trying to build up my defenses. I think an eventual goal I would like to do is defeat the Ender Dragon. I shall work towards that. But I think my next project will be trying to partly save my villagers. Star was giving me a hard time last time I played because my villagers kept dying due to things just attacking the town. And he's like, "You're gonna lose all your villagers," and I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'll be fine." Where's the tangent question for when we're back? Yes. Yes, it is. That's where we're out from, is the other world. Star's a human. I'm a cat. And Samuel is a vampire lord, actually. And we all live there. So yes, the other world is a part of our lore. It is where we are all from. I don't know what other people call it. We just call it the other world because too many places in the cat brain makes it all work. I don't understand. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. There we go. There we go. Stupid strings in my way. Gib. You're small. It's a small string. didn't realize I had that string. There we go. Grab a needle. Wait, that's 2 needles. Yeah. Eh. There we go. I'm doing green. Right. Okay, we start. Yeah. Sometimes, Cass. It's true. Sometimes when you push a computer through portal. Though I'm glad we had the spaceman around because that's sciencey stuff. Science kind of died in the other world. I mean, well, it didn't really die. There was a teeny tiny itsy bitsy world war between science and magic sort of won. So yeah. But yeah, the teeny tiny war kind of erased science, so our limited science comes from spaceman ship and whatever manager pushes through the portal. That I'm pretty sure we moved the portal to the basement. Does not help with connection. Come, dear strings. Be hidden underneath your fellow strings. There we go. Teehee. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Well. Yawn. Whatever. Okay. Dear strings, what are you doing? Nothing good. Let's go. For some reason my strings want to be problematic. Although not just my strings, also my fingers. They don't want to be helpful today. So I just feed this back and forth. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Hey, yeah. What did I just do? What did I just do? What did I do? What did I do? There we go. Feeding strings without looking. Let's go. I don't understand what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Alright. Want to share the first thing you saw? I touched it. Well, so I touched, probably one of the, well, when I touched it, Sparky was really fun. But the first thing watched on internet, crime shows. They're so much fun. All of the crime shows were really fun. I've slowly been watching them. Whether it was a documentary or a fictional show, both. That's the first thing I saw. Much to manager's chagrin, that's what I first watched. All the crime shows. I'm still watching them. Though it is really funny to watch just all of the documentaries about, like, true crimes and everything, because it's like, what is this thing we're seeing? Why did these people exist? And can I stab them? Violence is the answer. More often than not. Teehee. Though I will admit, one of my favorite shows to have watched, via the interwebs and whatnot is How to Train Your Dragon. I love that show so much. Yeah, so we had the just chatting with Star on Saturday. It was. I sort of went on a whole derailment on my How to Train Your Dragon Build-A-Bear collection that I have. It's a fabulous collection. I own all of the Build-A-Bears from it. And I mean all of them. Including the ones you can't get anymore. I love it. Big yawn. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's bright outside. It wasn't earlier. I had to grab a drink. There we go. I just realized I'm kind of on my foot. I shouldn't be. I have a big problem when it comes to my foot. They do. I have fallen down the rabbit hole of Build-A-Bear. They have so many things for Build-A-Bear these days. I absolutely adore the How to Train Your Dragon collection that they had, and I've been amassing it for years. Again, for all that they've come out for it, let me go on this tangent here. They have a grand total put out 4 different Toothlesses, a Light Fury, Stormfly, Meatlug, Barf and Belch, and Hookfang. And the babies between Toothless and the Light Fury. And I have all of them. And, it's a very large collection, and I love it. Though I will admit, my favorite clustering of Build-A-Bears that I have are my Evolutions. All of the Evolutions. I recently found out they came out with one, and I'm sad that I didn't notice it had come out, which is Sylveon. It's the fairy type. Yeah, I would explain the Twitter pic of all of, the Build-A-Bear, like all of the, stuffed animals everywhere. Oh, I have another pic to show off, which is all of my Build-A-Bears. I have a lot of stuffed animals. Yeah, no. The, that bed is a queen-size bed, and I doubled the height of it with stuffed animals alone. And they vary in size from, like, itty-bitty, like, tiny. Like, maybe about the size of your fist. To about as tall, like, taller than a child's. I don't know exactly how tall. But yeah, no, I needed help getting buried under all of those stuffed animals. I couldn't do it by myself. Not with losing stuffed animals to the floor. And honestly, I stayed there until I got too hot, and then I had to sit up, and I lost stuffed animals to the floor. It was a glorious day. Yeah, you love my hand sticking out of the stuffed animals? It's great. That is my hand in the middle of it all. Llama. You guys ever had like the happy llama, sad llama, mental, third llama, stupid llama, drama, llama, big fat mama llama, camel? Or camel? Should be camel. Random thoughts in my brain. Yeah. Yeah. It's great. I absolutely do love all of my stuffed animals. I actually, when they're not on the bed, like on that bed, they are actually in totes, and I have 4 30-gallon totes full and two 30-gallon totes. Like, there's maybe some room, but there's very little, like, actual room. And so, they're all full. I've probably close to, like, 200 stuffed animals at this point. I haven't counted them. One of these days I'll count them. Freehand. Blush is such a good meme format. I mean, I would say if what to turn pictures into memes, go for it. I just tag me in the picture so I can see them. Because it'd be funny. It really will be fun. It'll be funny. That's honestly what I say about just about anything. It's like, if you make a meme of me, tag me. I want to see it. Because it'd be interesting. Heckin' cold makes my nose runny. Yeah. Alright. Alright. We are about an hour till I do Minecraft. You know what? I'm probably going to be cutting this just chatting stream about here for everything. But in about an hour, I will come back live with Minecraft. So, yes. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to call this just chatting here. I'm going to switch over to the screen. But yeah. I hope everyone's had fun watching this. I definitely be doing more just chatting with the cross-stitching just showed up, just for kicks and giggles. But yeah, no, I'll be back in an hour for Minecraft, so you probably don't want to miss that, especially if you want to hear me scream at something, because I probably will. Alright. That being said, thank you all for watching, who have. If you like what you see, give a follow on this Twitch. If you like all the videos on Twitch, you can look at my YouTube, which I use as an archive, and go ahead and give that a subscribe if you want. That being said, farewell, and I will be back very shortly. Bye, everyone.